everywhere. Gold, love me some gold.
Spaceship has landed. Gold tape is being applied as we speak.
I went to a bigger siphon tube and everything. I left that out because just in case we had to mock it up and it goes inside.
Okay, so now I can drop this whole fuel cell in the car and the can and bolt it all in.
The team and I just got the car back from Esteban's. Esteban and his team of guys pulled off painting this whole thing in about 48 hours. Now that it's back here, Chip, Mike, myself, Gary Kubo, and the whole team has 7 days to get this car from where it is right now to a complete runner, and then on the truck and trailer, headed to New Jersey. The guys and I are really satisfied with the way the car's coming along. It looks awesome, it's really clean on the interior. We've really stuck to our theme of the car and keeping it authentic like a regular street car would be. I mean, it still has the steel roof in it. We put real regular glass windows in it. And when you look at the interior, I mean, there's not a lot of tin work. You still see the factory floor. We put the cell around the fuel system because that's mandatory to pass tech. When you look in here, you see the really intricate gear shifter assembly. What we've got going on here is a mechanical shifter that can be air shifted through the steering wheel. So basically what you got is Chris will be able to pull a lever on the steering wheel and shift the car mechanically, but through air. James has written a program through the Motec system that will allow Christian, when he pulls that lever, air from the tank and the reservoir goes to the two solenoids, and one of the two solenoids will fire this rod, which mechanically shifts the car from the steering wheel. Where this will be a real big benefit is when Chris is trying to lay down second gear, he'll be able to have both hands on the wheel and really have a good grip of the car when he's shifting the gear on the steering wheel, because he'll never have to take his hand on and off the wheel to up or down shift the car. Another new system we're running in the Time Attack car this year is the stacked TPMS gauge. This is a tire pressure and tire temperature monitoring system that comes with a brain that will mount right here next to the passenger seat. And then from there, 4 sensors will run throughout the car, 1 to each wheel well basically. And then directly from the dash, Christian will be able to monitor one of the gauges that tells him all the information that he needs to know from each 4 corners of the car. So while he's out on the track, if one of the temperatures gets off, or if one of the tires starts to lose pressure, we'll know right away and can pull him in so that we can fix it before something bad happens.
We just got the motor mounted in solid right now in the car. Getting all the lines hooked up and they're all getting tidied and getting cinched down, ready to go. Been looking forward to this point since 2 weeks ago when we started taking everything apart to take the paint to come back to where we're at right now. So you got a 45 there, so you're just more or less like when you make the brake bend off a flat to an up, the same thing.
Like an S bend.
So it'd just be like.
We'll go and figure out the sprung mass frequency for it in a minute. We'll see what it is. But what happens is, if you've got here's the car with its central gravity someplace. There's some amount of that on the rear, and you've got a spring holding the car off the ground. Then this has a natural frequency, which is easy to calculate. Generally speaking, there are different ways of viewing this. Personally, I like to have a higher sprung natural frequency at the rear of the car than at the front for a lot of reasons. So I would generally choose a spring rate such that the rear will tend to oscillate a bit quicker than the front does.
I have a picture text with a custom stack 100-pound boost gauge because, you know, most sissies don't know what it is to go that high. Chris Rado knows.
People don't know. They don't know.
100
pounds of boost. Boom.
So that loops it up over there nicely, and that's not restrained at all there. No, it's really pretty nice. This is where you find out whether it gets right or not, whether like hose is laid properly and whether systems work in the way that you think they're going to do. It's just the nature of the beast. I mean, this is the first car like this that we've actually built. So, everything is trial and error.